an optimistic season known as Queen Season that starts from March and ends in May, symbolizing new beginnings and new life. There is freshness and sweet fragrance in the air. It brings colors, pleasure and joy. With the return of warm sunshine, budding flowers and singing birds, it seems as if the earth itself wants to celebrate. People celebrate the end of the dismal winter weather with unique festivals and traditions. Some date back thousands of years and others are relatively new. The spring festivity has more than 4,000 years of history. Chinese New Year, also called Spring Festival, is the grandest and the most important annual event for Chinese people. The Chinese character Fu, meaning blessing or happiness, is a must with a tradition of family get-togethers and shared meals. In another tradition originating from the 16th century, people in Poland also celebrate the first day of spring by drowning the marzana, a doll made of straw to symbolize the cold, dreary winter. In Bulgarian, Baba Marta Day, meaning the grandmother of March, is treated as a celebration of a spring's proximity. Thousands congregate in Zenica, Bosnia, for the festival of scrambled eggs, symbolizing new life every March as the spring begins. Holi emerged from northern India and Nepal, celebrates the beginning of a spring as a season of bright colors, involves throwing colored powders or colored water on everyone. Songkran, with the belonging to Chiang Mai, Thailand, celebrates by throwing water instead. While Sechserleuten at Zurich, Switzerland, celebrated by burning a giant snowman made from cloth and stuffed with fireworks, called the Bock, representing the end of winter. As time passes, ways to spring festivity keeps on adding. Tulip time in Holland, Michigan. Tulip festivals are held each spring annually, boasts over 6 million tulips and 1 million visitors, and is now celebrated in multiple cities around the world. Besides tulips, cherry blossom festivals are also a popular rite of spring. In Japan, such celebrations are known as Hanami. In Antigua, Guatemala, Easter week or Semana Santa in Spanish is celebrated that includes elaborate parades with ornamental costumes and floats. In a relatively new tradition, more than 400,000 flocks to Australia's capital, Canberra, for a massive flower festival each spring. No matter where the festivity emerges from, it has always been colourful, flowery and a symbol of optimism. When it comes to spring celebrations and festivals, Pakistani celebrations have a league of their own. Pakistan is a country of 4 seasons. Naturally attracts spring tourists due to its blooming scenic beauty, besides for its rich culture and heritage. As a land of festivals, it also welcomes spring with its due joy and festivity. The Nowruz marks the beginning of the Shahanshahi calendar, commemorates the beginning of the spring season. Chilam Joshi, a celebration spring arrival, is a religious festival where Kalashi girls, attired in their colorful embroidered dresses, perform the traditional dance to showcase their Nordlander culture. Vaisakhi festival, celebrated by Sikhs, stems from a spring harvest festival as a native to the Punjab region of South Asia, also celebrated in Pakistan. Modern-day Pakistan called the spring celebrations as Jashn-e-Baharan, where more prominently fans of colorful kites celebrate Basant festival in various parts of the country. particularly in the city considered to be the heart of Pakistan, Lahore. The horse and the cattle show is also one of the most popular Pakistani celebrations at the arrival of the spring season. Is held in March every year at the Fortress Stadium, Lahore. Jashn-e-Shikarpur and Jashn-e-Larkana are similar to the horse and cattle show. Marked with traditional sports competition, handicraft exhibition, dances and folk music, these festivals are mesmerizing ways to get a taste of what the Sindhi culture is all about. The capital city Islamabad celebrates spring, consolidating the various traditions around the country and has much to spring festivity every year. This 20,300 square meters rose and jasmine garden is famous for its roses. It has 200 different varieties of roses as well as a dozen types of jasmines, where flower shows are occasionally held, particularly during spring. This year, the District Administration Islamabad celebrated Islamabad Spring Festival 2018 as an organized event to celebrate the arrival of spring as a 3-day family event, where there is entertainment for all, loaded with back-to-back musical performances, musical concert, loads of food stalls, cultural performances, games for kids, cultural handicraft displays, and flower exhibitions. Such scenes of jubilation and festivity shows the world not only the rich culture and heritage, but also the views of nature at its best in the country's landscape that blossoms with the arrival of the season. Pakistan invites each one of you who wants to breathe fresh and feel the new life to come and join the festivity.